What's good, BP fam? So today's video, we're going to be talking about hearing aids. As you see right here, this is what I have. And yeah, we're going to talk about not only the history behind hearing aids, but why do people wear hearing aids? So further ado, let's get it. So let's talk about the history behind the hearing aid. Just let you guys know that I am not an expert. Just letting you know that. So I found a lot of these information online. The first hearing aid started out in 1634, and it is the ear trumpet. So it looks like a trumpet, but you put it in your ear, and it had a little bit of a, I would say, strap, so you can put it around your ear. I don't have one, I can't show you, but there's a picture right here that will show you how it looks. As you can see, it looks like a trumpet. Pretty interesting, but that's what they made in 1634, which was crazy how 1634 though. But yeah, it was made in that year. This guy named Jean, yeah, I'll put his name, Jean whatever, a French priest. He's the first to mention ear trumpet in writing. So he's pretty much the first guy to invent hearing aids. Just know the fact that the first hearing aid was made out of animal horns, which is insane. I think that's why it looks like a trumpet. It looks like a trumpet, but it's actually a horn from an animal. Very crazy that it came from an animal. And it actually works for people back in the day, which is very, very interesting. Their main purpose was to treat those with partial hearing loss. These hearing trumpets were fitted around rooms and in furniture to help amplify sounds. Wow, I never knew this about the trumpet hearing aid, you want to call it. Very interesting. But in general though, like I said, it's supposed to help people who have mid-level hearing loss. So say you're hearing, for the people who have 100% hearing, I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of an example. Say for example, someone who has headphones and pretty much both sides are covered, but you actually lift one headphone halfway and the other one halfway, so half of your ear is covered, but you kind of hear stuff, but you kind of don't, if you want to say that. Or you can say one side is covered with the headphone, the other one isn't, then that would be like a person with a mild hearing loss. They can hear it, but not as clear, if you want to say that, because they have to have an extra boost in their hearing. A lot of times people who wear hearing aids are, I would say 50% hearing loss. Sometimes 60, 70, but mainly 50% hearing loss will boost up their hearing to 100% when wearing it. So when I wear it, I have 50% in this year. So I wear it and it boosts up my hearing to 100% like you guys, everyday people. So yeah, hearing aids every single year is something different hearing aids that comes out. And then, as most of you may or may not know, implants are a big thing now. So it's pretty much a magnet on your head. So instead of around your ear, it's on your head. But I'll pretty much make a separate video for that. Stay tuned for that. I do have an implant as well. But yeah, over time, hearing aids pretty much went on in your ear, barely, to being in your ear, to being barely on your ear, to be on your head. So it's kind of crazy how the evolution of hearing aids changes over time. But yeah guys, that is the mini history of hearing loss. I could go on and on and on about it, but it's a lot of information, a lot of stuff, and it's just gonna tell you the years of how hearing aids changes and all this stuff. So I just wanted to give you guys the short, sweet, direct answer and mini history background about the hearing aid. If you guys want to look at more information about it, I'll put the link down below in the description. So now let's talk about, so now I'm going to show you guys my hearing aid. Just know that I'm going to explain more about this hearing aid in a separate video, but this is the hearing aid that I have, It's in the ear hearing aid. Let me try and, there we go. There we go. So it's pretty much goes in my ear. So when you saw me take it out at the beginning of the video, it's literally deep in. So I'm gonna show you how it is. So this is my ear, and I put it in like this. That's it. You can barely see it. You barely see it. It looks like a clown. But you can't even see it. Where is it? It's right here. But yeah, that is pretty much like, it's very, very deep in my ear, so you can't see it unless you're like behind me or you're next to me pretty much, and you can see it in a certain angle, then you can see it. But this, I would say this is not really one of the most popular hearing aids. It's kind of one of the worst, which I'll explain more, like I said, in the next video. But there's many different hearing aids. There's that. There's around the ear, that's what I used to have. So it would be pretty much like here, and then it'd be right here. So it would be a big tube at the sides of my ear, right, like this. And it would just be right here and be sticking out. I have a picture right here of it. They don't make those anymore. They used to. Like, I had it for so many years, but it was so outdated. And I had it, like, I was like the last one to pretty much have that hearing aid. They just stopped making it now. So now they just make either stuff like this, or they make the really, really skinny one like this. So, those, I don't like those. It's just very interesting how hearing aids are really developed and how it changes. Like you saw from the pictures, like you had the old school hearing aid from you know, a trumpet made out of an animal, to the hearing aid I wore when I was younger, that was a pretty small plastic rubber tube. And then you got this and the other picture, which was crazy how you know, hearing aids are always developing, always changing, all that. But yeah guys, that is the video of talking about hearing aids and the history behind the hearing aid. I gotta say it better with that. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or you just, you know, if you're just interested, comment down below. If you're new with hearing aids, I'll be more happy to explain more about it, how to take care of it, all that stuff. And yeah guys, I'll see you in the next video.